the schoolgirl who outsmarted her captors. They thought they had kidnapped an ordinary schoolgirl. But they had no idea she was the smartest person in the van. The afternoon sun was beginning to set as 15-year-old Zara walked home from school with her backpack slung over one shoulder. The streets were quieter than usual, and she noticed a white van parked near the roadside. Before she could react, two masked men jumped out. One grabbed her backpack, the other covered her mouth. Within seconds, Zara was pulled into the van, and it sped away. Most people would have panicked, but not Zara. She remembered something her father had always told her: if you can't fight, make them underestimate you. So she stopped struggling. She acted terrified. She pretended to cry. The kidnappers laughed. She's scared, one of them said. She won't cause any trouble. That was exactly what Zara wanted them to believe. As the van bounced along a rough road, she quietly studied everything around her. She counted every turn. She noticed the smell of a nearby factory. She memorized the sound of a train passing in the distance. Most importantly, she saw one kidnapper carelessly unlock her hands while giving her a bottle of water. Without anyone noticing, Zara slipped a tiny friendship bracelet from her wrist and let it fall onto the floor of the van near the sliding door. Minutes later, whenever the door opened, the bracelet dropped onto the road. It was the first clue. At the hideout, the kidnappers locked her inside a small room, but they had made another mistake. They forgot to take away her school notebook. Inside the notebook was a small metal compass from her geometry set. Using the sharp point, Zara slowly loosened one rusty window screw over several hours. She didn't escape immediately. Instead, she waited until nightfall. Outside, she heard the kidnappers arguing. One left, another fell asleep. Zara quietly pushed the loose window open and squeezed outside. She ran through the bushes until she reached a dirt road. Moments later, she spotted a farmer riding a motorcycle. Breathless, she shouted for help. The farmer immediately contacted the police. Meanwhile, investigators had already found the bracelet along the roadside and traced the route the kidnappers had taken. Using Zara's description of the factory smell, the train tracks, and the abandoned building, officers surrounded the hideout before dawn. The kidnappers never saw them coming. All of them were arrested without a single shot being fired. When reporters asked Zara how she stayed so calm, she smiled and said, "Fear tells you to stop thinking. I decided to keep thinking instead." Her courage inspired thousands of students to learn basic safety awareness and never lose hope, even in terrifying situations. Sometimes, the strongest weapon isn't strength. It's a calm mind that refuses to give up. Follow for more gripping suspense stories with unforgettable twists.